This episode of the Code Check contains coarse language, adult themes, and should not be listened to by any children. So get them out. Get them out of the room. Are they out? Get them out. Why aren't they out of the room? Get them out of the room! Get the babies out! Get the children out of the room! They should not be listening! You get them out right now! Get them out! Okay. Hey, everybody. It's your old Coat pal. I think we can call each other Coat friends now, right? We're all pretty intimate and familiar with each other. It's me, Jeremy. And here we are. Latest episode of the podcast. And the one thing we don't have is a guest. Does anyone out there want to come on the show? Because we are kind of low on time here. Anyone? All right. Fuck it. How about Ron? We're gonna do Ron. Tom, we're gonna do Ron. Is that okay, man?
Yeah, that's all right.
All right. We're doing Ron. Ron.
You might want to rephrase that.
What? No. We're doing Ron. Today, Ron Rucci is being done on this, the latest, whatever number this is,
10
of the Code Check. Ron, the theme, and then get your ass in here.
That thing gets loud, doesn't it?
How did you not know that?
Yeah, everyone who's in this room right now, you would be the one who would know that the most. Oh boy.
Hello! Welcome to the Code Check. I'm Jeremy Mower.
I'm Tom Domagovich.
How are you doing, Tom?
Great, how you doing, Mo?
I am upbeat. Look at me. I am not pausing at all. This is going to be an exciting show.
That's because you've been chugging some Coca-Cola.
I've had a lot of Coca-Cola.
Yep, there it is.
I have to be careful because a lot of times I'll phrase it as, I've had a lot of Coke.
Uh-huh. You have said that
everyone
a couple
is just eager to jump on that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try and be more upbeat, maybe not deliberate on my words, not sound quite so Al Gore-ish. I've got a good feeling about this show.
All right, but you know about the Al Gore? He had that lockbox?
That lockbox.
Lockbox?
I did that entire SNL skit for high school.
Nice.
I nailed it.
Nice. Was it for like a competition or anything?
No, it was just drama class.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool.
But I had to do something, and I memorized the entire Al Gore part as soon as I started going my drama teacher. People don't usually care about this sort of thing.
Okay.
Our guest today,
Who is
very important, when we do this challenge of interviewing people, we usually have to start at the bottom up. And the bottom of the pyramid, the soon-to-be financially successful behemoth that is the Code Check podcast, is our executive producer, Ron Rucci. Ron, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, guys.
Ron,
Yeah?
do you have like a microphone out there or something?
No. All the microphones are in the closet.
Ron does a hell of a job in that he edits this entire show together, doesn't listen to any of it.
No.
Like, he has prided himself. He tells us every time before we go in here, none of this matters, nothing you do matters. It's just sort of like our mantra.
Yeah, it's what he says every single time. Some people say up and at him. He says, why?
Ron, how about, what do you think? Do you want to join us in the closet today?
I mean, I've got,
Ron,
yeah.
come on.
All right.
Come in the closet.
Hold on.
Join us in the closet.
I gotta set the producing to, like, autopilot.
All right, here we go.
Putting on the,
Three
autopilot.
men in the closet.
Here we go.
Auto producing activated.
So welcome to the closet, Ron.
Hey, hold on.
As you
hold
can
on. Hey.
We
hey.
don't have a lot of
No,
space
we're
here,
good.
but here I think we got it.
Okay. How's everyone?
Oh, I think everyone's fantastic.
Yeah. How are you doing, Ronnie?
Hey, couldn't be better.
This is how
Yeah.
we're going to vamp for 20 minutes. We're just going to be like, hey, how are you? Hey, I'm great. How are you? Oh, I'm fantastic. Thanks. How about you?
Works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have your phones out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
What's going on
new
today?
concept of the show. Oh, wait, Tom, you're supposed to tell him.
Tell him.
Soldier Boy, tell him.
Was I supposed to
Ron.
crank that Soldier Boy more?
Ron, this is your life today.
Ah, shit.
You're going to be the guy. We're asking the questions.
Uh-huh.
Okay, all right.
So, you don't have to jump right in. You get a nice dinner first. You chat each other up.
Sure.
Make sure that the groove is nice.
Can I use this table?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can totally use that table. I will do my best not to spill either of your drinks.
Yeah.
Hydro flask.
You have wisely chosen to use containers that have lids.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it a little more mower-proofed.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You got it.
Oh, this feels weird.
It
New
does.
concept?
Yep.
Have we gotten any emails about the new concept yet?
No.
We are dead in the water.
No, we have no reason to open
Oh
the
my
mailbag.
God. We were on level 1 of Duck Hunt, and we missed the duck every time, and now that dog is laughing at
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, just like we... it's just like we talked about earlier.
No one under the age of 35 is going to get that
You,
reference.
you got your 3 shots, but you're still clicking. You're clicking away. It's click, 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 click. The dog's laughing, and you're still clicking. And
But you know what?
Boy.
It's your fault for hunting with a handgun. Who does that?
That is true.
We are topical. All right. So we don't have any emails.
No
Uh-uh.
emails.
But I've got a great feeling. I'm willing to go down with this ship. It's an upbeat, yes we can, co-check attitude. Tom, any update on the wedding?
Not a whole lot. We have to do invitations, and we're looking at wedding rings and stuff like that.
See, that was
And
you
Caitlin
told
says
me
hello.
outside.
What's up?
Hey, I don't have any wedding update.
Oh, that was it. That's not really an update.
That was so worth the Wedding Watch theme.
Yeah, you guys didn't even give me a place to put that thing in. that
No, we
song.
just dove right in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
Whoops.
was going to be like, Ron, carefully run outside this tight closet and go press the button and then come back.
If I was smart, I would have put it on my phone, and then I could just called it up.
Yeah.
All my editing stuff was on my phone. Just been like, hey, the wedding watch.
Yeah, Ron, what do you generally think about this podcast so far? Now that we've got you on a microphone where people can actually hear you for the first time, because they could not hear you.
They couldn't
before.
hear me this whole time.
They could hear maybe like a tenth of what you were saying. They could
Wow.
hear that megaphone. The megaphone's money.
It
Yeah.
sure is. It really
I regret
was.
nothing about that.
But no, that's the beauty of it is that they didn't hear you talk. They just heard all your awesome editing add-ins. So it's great
Sure.
now that we've got you in front of a
Yep.
microphone as if we have the golden goose and we just shoved it into the oven.
Here we go.
You got to cook that goose, though.
Gotta cook the goose.
Got to cook that goose.
What, you want goose shit all over the ground? No, thank you. Would the shit be gold too?
I think if the goose itself was made out of entirely gold and like everything
Well,
inside was
then
gold,
you wouldn't
like,
really have to worry about the goose. No, it's
Yeah, it would
not
be- it would
the
be pooping
golden
gold, too.
goose. We have the golden goose. It's the goose that laid the golden egg.
oh, well, then that's completely different.
So the
then.
question is,
No.
what is it about that goose?
it's the creation of the egg that makes the gold.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's not just something leaving one of its orifices?
This would have been a fantastic question to ask Crockett when you had him in here.
Yeah,
We
right.
all know Crockett's intense love of fables and storytelling.
every day I get one at work from Crockett.
No, you don't.
Prove it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Now
man.
let me tell you the story
Right.
of the scorpion and the frog.
Right.
Seriously, man, you need to get back to work. Like, there are so many people in line.
Yeah, they're all looking for milk and they can't have it.
No.
The scorpion and frog thing has to come to fruition.
So new format, guys.
Yeah,
New format.
Wow.
Feeling great about this.
Uh-huh.
We don't have anything to fill for the first 20 minutes.
Right. We're just gonna get into it apparently.
Yep.
It would appear so, because I don't have anything else. Would it have been good to come up with something else? I dare say so.
We have a mailbag. People refuse to use it.
That's right.
It's
Hey,
their fault.
Ron,
Yeah.
it's your first time on mic. Why don't you tell people where they can reach us?
Let's see if I can do this. I hate this stupid podcast at gmail.com.
That's correct.
Ding.
What else do we got?
We're on Facebook at
Coat Check Podcast.
I don't know how to do Facebook.
I believe it's the Coat Friends, isn't it?
I haven't done that yet. But whatever.
That one's for our fans to curate on their own, like,
Yeah.
just the page where they appreciate us.
Facebook has changed since I've had it
Yeah.
in college.
We're on Instagram.
We're on Instagram now
Yeah.
at Coat Check
Podcast.
Coat Check Podcast.
Some good work.
Tom's on Twitter at TDominCo, and Mower is on Twitter at ManMythMower.
That's right. Ooh, you are.
And
good.
Ron is on Twitter at whatever Scott
I think
Crockett's.
it's Scott _ Crockett
Yeah.
Posing as our friend Crockett
for about 10 years now.
for about 10 years. He's made
Yeah.
maybe 5 posts.
Recently, I mean, back when I was in, I did make a post for the Crockett episode. I made a couple of tweets. But I mean, it was in its heyday in like 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of fell off the wagon or whatever when I stopped doing it.
Yeah.
True.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, before we get into it,
Ronnie.
I do have one more thing I want to go over because this is the first time I don't think people appreciate. We never talk about this show. We
Tom and I
communicate-
do like pretty much.
We
daily.
talk about
Oh, that's
it
true because you guys are at
constantly.
the same workplace.
Uh-huh.
No one ever confers with me.
It's true.
Like maybe every once in a while we'll have a text chain that'll inevitably devolve into Tom, posting fish gifs. But
Bloopers, they're called.
Fishing Bill dances, fishing bloopers, and there's nothing wrong with them.
Does
They're
that one-
amazing.
Ron, when you edit this, will Phil dances
Whoa.
fishing bloopers? Bill dances.
It's Bill dance.
Bill
Come
Bill
on.
dance. Will that get a little promotional ding?
No, you damn well it will.
You know what? Don't even tell me. I want to find out.
Oh.
It should be a surprise.
So don't ask me producing questions while I'm recording.
That's true.
That's a hot take, Ron.
Ain't this a fine howdy do?
So last week we interviewed me.
Uh-huh.
I would argue that this became maybe our worst episode yet, which is not promising for the future of this concept.
I wouldn't say it was our worst. I'd say it was not our best.
What do you think our worst was?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not too fond of the Star Wars episode.
Also, right now
I
would be
don't
a
know.
good time to ask this question that I haven't actually done yet. Moore, have you listened to episode 10 of this podcast yet?
Ooh.
Let's see. It's the one that got posted on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
It's Ron Hates Questions.
Yep.
I think I saw some comments from friend of the show and only fan
We've got 3.
Dexter King.
Code
Posted
friend.
that he was, following through, kind of waiting for it. I did not.
So you didn't listen to any of it, huh?
No, I'll tell you what. If you could, when you do edit this, if you could include no, because I know what the last episode without me sounded like. I'm already on board. You guys need me. I have never said that about
The
this friend
secret
group
to this
before.
episode that I just talked about is that Tom also wasn't in it.
Yeah.
Ron, when you edit, put a clip of that episode here so that people can get a taste of what they're looking forward to.
So,
Got
our
that
2 or
one.
3
All right,
listeners, we bring you
Time
Ron?
check, however many minutes, how many seconds, clip, episode 10.
In
That's
fact,
a
you know
little
what?
peek behind
After
the
the
curtain.
episode, throw 20 minutes in. After we're done here.
Like towards the end, like the end.
Like
of the
after the
episode.
end credits, everything like that. We're going to include a sneak peek for everyone who might have missed it.
A sneak peek of something that already exists.
Episode 10, Ron Hates Questions, for people who have been banned from YouTube
It's
for
also on
either
SoundCloud.
copyright infringement or horrible, hateful things said. All right, fuck the Easter Bunny. Yeah.
Done.
seriously. Done.
Done.
That's great. That feels great. All right, I'm going to stop playing to my own ego.
Let's do it.
Ronald Rucci.
Shay, that's me.
We've got 20 questions.
Jesus.
Tom has 10. I have 10.
Uh-huh.
We're going to do 2 minutes per question.
Okay.
This is going to be interesting because we're going to alternate on who's keeping time. Tom, hold on. I'm going to look around the chicken wire here. Can you see me, Tom?
Yeah.
I am counting on you.
Oh, boy.
I need you to nail this because if we wind up going 4 minutes into a question, I'm like, why haven't we been stopped? And you're like, oh, shit, I wasn't keeping time.
Oh, that'd be pretty funny.
You also think I can talk for 4 minutes straight without stopping, huh?
Oh, we're going to go back and
No,
forth.
I know, but
This
I
isn't
can't
Mower
hold a
Hates
conversation.
Questions.
All right.
The
See how it goes.
expectation is that we can Shoot
that
the
we
shit.
have expectations. Got it.
That's right. So, Tom, do you want to go first or should I?
How about you do it?
Okay. Ronald Rucci, are you ready?
No.
Clock's going.
Go.
Clock's already going. You wait until the question starts, you dick.
Hey, you got 7 seconds in.
Oh, fuck you. All right, let me.
This better be a
here's an
weak
easy
question.
one. Ronald Rucci, who's your favorite host of this podcast?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow.
Yeah.
That's brutal, huh?
Good thing you only have a minute 45. Thanks a fucking lot, Tom.
Okay, well, so we've done 10 episodes. This is technically 11, but
Yes.
it's going to be episode 10 once you realize what the episode is. We've mostly had both of you as far as the hosts. Like, there's been one episode where you weren't there.
Yep. Whereas I believe Tom has been here every damn time.
Except for episode 10.
I wasn't here on episode 10.
Nobody was here on episode 10.
All right, so that's
Just
still
me.
2-1
Just
in
me.
terms of absences.
That's okay. Okay. It's you can't really. I'm not trying to cop out. I'm gonna get to an answer. You just got to let me get to it. How long do I have? God damn it.
You got about 50 seconds left.
The beauty that I find in this podcast is like the interactions between the two of you.
Uh-huh.
Like the Crockett episode was great because it was Crockett, and Crockett was going to make anything that we did,
He's
good.
an amusing guy.
He's a music guy. Crockett and Tom, you guys obviously play to yourselves very well.
Good
But
chemistry.
if Mower was here, like Crockett and Mower has a long history too. Like it would have worked.
Yeah, I would
It
have liked
absolutely
to be
worked.
able to defend myself on that episode.
Yes. However, you have, you take Mower out for that episode, and like,
Yeah.
we didn't
Ron, who's your favorite?
we didn't have anyone driving the bus. Really, it was more of like Tom trying to as
Ron,
best as he could.
you need to hurry, man.
As best as he could, he tried to drive the bus with Crockett on
Is
it.
this a fucking presidential debate?
No,
what is going on
what
here?
Why are you distracting me? I'm trying to get to the answer.
All right, we're done.
God damn it!
That was
next
that
question.
was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, you
Ron,
better not cop
Next
out
question.
every time.
Are you going?
Tom, no,
Yeah.
fucking Tom!
What?
We alternate.
Yeah.
How
so
hard is this concept?
So you do one and I do one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
so-
I'm not going.
No, I mean, are you going to do the stopwatch?
Oh.
Oopsie. For fuck's sake.
Oh, I am.
Fine.
I am sorry, Tom.
Yeah, Mower. You
Did
know
I
what?
mention I've had a
You-
lot of Coca-Cola?
You know what? Fuck you. All right, let's
just having
go.
fun.
It's
All
awful
right,
that
let's
this
do
isn't even
this.
a bit that we're trying to do.
No, it's not.
Nope.
Is the time going?
I am waiting for you to
Okay.
ask the question, and then I will start the timer because that's what a good host does.
Uh-huh. All right, Ron, what superpower would you have if you could have a superpower?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Uh-huh.
So, like, you got your everyone's like flight is like one. Flight's pretty cool. You can fly around. I would enjoy flight. Would that be the one? No. Invisibility. That's a cool one. You get to go places you shouldn't go. But like, the fuck? I don't care. Like, where am I gonna go? I live here in my house. I go to work, and then whatever.
You seem like you're heading towards, fuck it, none of them matter.
Well, no, I mean like your ultimate regeneration type thing, where you take whatever and then you just come back, or you just regenerate whatever. Then you never die, I assume. Old age never
Yeah,
kills you.
because old age, that's just cells failing
Right.
to regenerate.
So then you just got to live forever. But then what happens when the fucking sun explodes? There's no planet for you to be on. You don't have
Right.
flight, so you're stuck here until it blows up, and then you're just hanging out in space, not talking to anybody because everyone else exploded. Not dying because your lungs aren't collapsing because they can't.
Did it get colder in this closet?
Yeah, well, that's just me. What other powers are there? Mind control's pretty cool.
Mind control.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause that
And telepathy.
telepathy.
Yeah.
Telepathy's pretty cool.
Or you could shoot fire from your fucking hands or
My
something.
hands, fire. Well,
Super speed.
Super speed. That would be a good one.
That would be a good one.
That would be my answer.
telekinesis, I think.
Telekinesis.
Just
What
moving
would you
shit
do
around.
with your telekinesis?
Just move shit around all the time. I hopefully wouldn't have to be Jedi mind things where I'd have to use my hands. So I can just think of something moving and then it moves and then people would be like, "Whoa, what the fuck's going on?" All the time.
Because
You
Ron
realize
likes
everyone
to.
would ask you to help them move.
Yeah, you
If
like to
they
move
knew
it,
that it
move
was my
it.
superpower,
You like to move it, move it.
Ooh.
I would just fuck with people constantly. I just move shit around without them knowing, and hopefully, like I said, it would be an ability that I don't have to just gesticulate for.
That's time. Well done, Ron.
There you go.
I was worried this would be 20 questions of you not answering anything.
Oh no.
Okay, Ron, you are a fan of the series Farscape.
Yes.
Give me your 2-minute elevator pitch for why I should be watching Farscape.
Oh boy. It had 4 seasons back in the late '90s, early aughts. It was a sci-fi. I'm not describing it. I gotta explain to you why to watch it.
It's a combination of what the hell is it and
Okay.
why do I care.
Um,
You've got me in an elevator only
for 2 minutes.
For
I
2
mean,
minutes because Tom's in there and he pressed like half the buttons because he
Okay.
finds that.
I was gonna say
hilarious.
because like an elevator pitch is usually 10 seconds. I was just gonna do one, but okay. Do you like sci-fi?
Yes,
Do you like quirky humor, but then like sometimes there's like actually intricate plots and shit?
I've been told I do. Yes.
Okay. Do you like Muppets?
Oh God, yes.
Then I don't see a fucking problem.
But like, what's the substance? Like, is that everything?
Like, did you? Can you not hear me in the ears?
No, I got it. All right.
So
Muppets,
it's a science fiction type program.
how old were you when you started watching Farscape?
Like like middle school.
Middle school. Okay. So was it like a formative part of your experience?
Yeah, I went on to become an astronaut and traveled to.
Oh God
Other-
damn it! I shouldn't cough into the
I mean,
microphone.
like I don't know.
He's driving the shuttle all the way to.
I guess like
Places.
some of the humor like maybe translated into my humor, but I think my humor comes more from me watching a lot of like Kids in the Hall. Whose line is it anyway? The British one. Like,
Right.
They were always
The
on
good one.
right. They were always on together when I got off the bus from school. So that was the first hour that I was home every day was watching those two things. But that has nothing to do with Farscape. I love Farscape.
I'll tell you what. Based on that pitch, I would say that I will tell you I'll check it, but I'm not going to.
I feel
So
like
it's going
I
to
made
join
you
the
guys
flyer
time.
in that pile.
That's
Like,
time.
Sure.
Shows that you always say, "Oh, I should check that out."
Yeah.
Not gonna though. Not enough time.
Not enough time.
All right, Tom, hit me.
Top 3 favorite romantic comedies.
So this is something that you may not know about me, Tom, but I don't really see a lot of movies.
Right.
What?
Oh, okay. So romantic comedies. Let's see if I can name 3 that I've seen.
Yeah.
I know I've seen. What's the name of that one?
Not Schindler's List.
No. Oh, that would have
Jesus
I was gonna.
Christ.
I kind of regret.
I was gonna.
that.
I guess I could have made a joke answer. But,
Could you edit that out, Ron? It actually edit it out, not leave it in.
No.
Oh,
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
fuck.
10 Things I Hate About You. That was a romantic comedy, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it
That was based off of
Young Julia Stiles,
Taming
I
of the
believe.
Shrew.
Yep.
Shakespeare. That's why I saw it. I was a big Shakespeare. I was actually legitimately like a big Shakespeare person back in
Really?
high school. Yeah.
What brought that on?
When I was in high school before I got to college, I was dead set on being an English major.
Okay.
I was much better in math and science as far as grades were, but I enjoyed writing essays a lot. Even though by that I mean I always waited till the last minute and just like cranked out like a 5 or 10 page essay in like 2 hours, and like I always got good grades because high
Right.
school doesn't fucking matter. Hopefully, all those kids that are in high school listening to this don't know.
Kids, don't listen to this podcast. I will not scream again.
But yeah, no. We had a English teacher in 10th grade.
Mm-hmm.
No, maybe 11th. I don't fucking know. And we read a lot of Shakespeare, and then he actually ended up next year teaching a class called Shakespeare Alive.
Oh.
And I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna take it with one of my favorite teachers. It's Shakespeare, but fucking let's do it.
What's your favorite Shakespeare play? Sorry to throw a question into your question.
I know,
Tom,
right?
but-
We'll get back to the romantic comedies in a bit, I guess.
I guess. King Lear. I really like King Lear. I know.
I can't say I've read King Lear.
Okay.
I'm poorly
Romantic comedies. Let's see.
read. That is actually 2 minutes.
Oh.
I'll tell you what,
there
we
we
didn't
go.
do a very good job at the beginning, so I'm sure we can throw a little time on this one.
No,
I'm just trying to
next
think
question.
I'm just trying to think if I can think of another romantic comedy that I've seen.
I'm done.
Let's see. Hope Floats.
No. I mean, that was a joke for a lot of our years.
Have you ever seen Hitch?
Hitch, no.
Never seen Hitch?
No.
Oh, that's a cute movie, man.
I think Caitlin wants me to see it.
It's a good one.
Think it over. That can be your card if you come up with any other romantic comedies.
Well, I'm going to be
that
thinking
you've
about the
seen.
other questions. I'm not going to have like half my brain going.
Maybe
"Oh,
something will just leap to mind, and you can just call it out, even like as we're in mid exposition.
Does any comedy count if there was some sort of romantic?
No, and
okay.
you know that.
Like there is a little bit of romance in Spy
Like
Hard.
Anchorman.
Ron Rucci, let's get away from movies
Yes.
for a minute.
Thank you. Please. Thank you.
Who wins in a death fight, a merman or a centaur? But the location of the fight is at a forest stream.
A stream?
A stream.
A stream.
How the fuck is the merman gonna like exist in a stream?
Like, a stream can be big.
And like you're thinking a river.
Yeah, like a big stream or a small river.
So, like the centaur. I mean, the centaur can go wherever, like around the riverbed.
Yeah.
Like you're suggesting that the merman is confined to water, and that's why the river has to exist in this hypothetical situation, right?
I mean, yes.
Right. So like, if shit goes bad for the centaur, he can like run like perpendicularly away from the river and like heal up and then like stealth attack the fucking merman.
Yeah,
At
I
some
guess a
point.
question here would be, what weapons do you imagine they use in this scenario?
Merman, I guess the
get
first thing
closer
that I'm
to
thinking
Mike.
of is like Aquaman, so I guess like a trident.
Trident.
And then what would the centaur usually use? Like, well, like a spear of some sort, like what medievally weaponry kind of things going on. Like,
Keep in mind, like, I believe these are both Greek creations.
sure.
So,
So a Greek trident or a Greek spear. Like that's
know,
that's gonna change my mind.
Spiros, whatever it's called. What's your favorite mythological creature while we're on that topic? Or is this like romantic movies? You only know like the
Well,
one.
I've never seen a mythological creature in my life either, so I mean it's just the same.
Come on,
wheelhouse.
English major. You got this.
Can I owl bear?
The nice Dungeons and Dragons callback.
Yeah.
Part owl, part bear. Pretty
Right.
much self-explanatory.
Exactly how you would think it is.
Why is that your favorite?
I saw the Dungeon Master guide up on the
That
top.
is
and then,
time.
All right.
It's mythological.
All right, Tom,
All right.
the floor is yours.
Ronnie, what is your favorite running gag between the two of us?
The two of us.
Well, and people that don't work with us know that we have a lot of running gags. We have a lot of weird things that we say to each other on
Yeah.
a regular basis.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to describe all of the things that we do.
I mean, you keep bringing back the whole engineering debacle. Like you've been bringing that back like
Oh yeah,
a lot.
I
recently.
was thunderstruck when you told me you were not going to be driving the trains.
Right. So one of our bosses and myself would joke back and forth because I'm currently an engineering major. He'd always ask me like, "How is it going? Like you know, at some point going to be driving the train." Joke.
Makes sense.
Fun joke. Tom overheard it one day or something, or maybe Mitch told him. I swear to everything that is holy or not holy that I was just joking, and I thought Tom was in on the joke.
Yep.
Tom had no fucking clue I was joking, and
Mhm.
actually thought I was going to school about riding trains.
Yeah.
or driving trains. And this happened for like 3 full years that we kept making this joke, or I thought it was a joke.
In other words, he lied to me for 3 years about his profession.
Yep. Enter a new a manager, our code friend Dexter.
Code
coming
friend.
into the
Hi,
break room.
Dexter.
Hello, Dexter. Coming into the break room one day and asking me how my engineering degree was going. And I explained to him like the math and science classes that was going on, and like he was like, "What are you gonna do?" and stuff. And Tom's sitting there like in the middle of eating his food for break and like just can't finish it because like his entire world just got shattered. And then like, you know, Dexter leaves, and then that he's like, so you're not driving the trains?
Tom,
The-
quick aside question. What do you think a conductor does?
A conductor, train conductor?
Yeah.
It conducts the train,
What does that mean?
as in it keeps it on the tracks, right?
What?
It keeps the train on the tracks.
God, I wish we had more than 2 minutes, but unfortunately, that's just about time.
Okay, then that was awesome.
Yeah, that was fascinating. Let's see. Ron, money is no object.
It's true.
How is the best way you can conceive of to cool off on a hot day? You're just dying of heat.
As long as I have air conditioning and like a nice fucking cold glass of water, like I'm good to go. But if money's no object,
Right.
like I can just do whatever the fuck I want.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess like where would be the coolest place around here? Because like obviously I could like take a private jet to like fucking Antarctica or something.
Yep.
But,
Might
like,
be a little too extreme, I would
it's a
dare
little
say.
too extreme, if only because like by the time I get there, like I've already been sitting in the plane. Like it's like the plane. I'm gonna have the plane set to like 45 degrees. So like I'm gonna be cool off by the time I get there. So it'd have to be something instant. So it'd have to be somewhere in the Worcester area, I guess, to go to. But like,
Oh, that makes me so sad. That money's no object, and you're like, well, I better
well, I mean, what?
I better hang out in Worcester.
What-
Take a helicopter.
That gets you there even less fast. Like the point is to get cool like right away, right? Like
Yeah.
not like at some point in the near fucking future. Like tomorrow I'll get cool. So it's like I'm assuming that like I'm not prepared for this, and it's like, oh shit, it's fucking 110 degrees, and you're not prepared. What are you gonna do? Where do the Worcester Railers play?
The DCU Center.
No, they have like their own building.
Do they? I don't
believe
think they
I
do.
believe they do. It's over in that area. I forget,
Huh.
but whatever. Wherever they play,
Guys, go check out the Worcester Railers.
Right.
The season's from, December to fucking June? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I still want to go though. Go there
Yep.
because obviously, like they play hockey year round, and that's obviously a thing. So they're gonna have like ice, like already made to go, and because
Right.
money's no object, I can pay whatever guy I need to get in,
And we're done.
and drink a fucking ice cold glass of water.
Specifically, go all that way, pay whatever money you need to drink a glass of water.
Do you have any idea how important it is to stay hydrated?
I have unfortunately heard.
Okay.
Yep.
Tom, you're up next.
All right. Ronnie, what if you were a stripper? What would your intro music be?
That's a good question.
Right? Even the blind
Like
squirrel
intro,
finds a
like
nut,
intro music, or
Intro
like
mu-
the song I strip to.
Wait,
Well,
because
I
I
imagine
think
that-
like professional wrestlers, like
Right.
strippers, get music to walk up to the ramp, and then it's like, okay, now shit's on.
Right. It's like hey, now gonna be stripping Ronnie Diamonds.
Mr. Bananas.
Yeah, right.
Mr.
Mr.
Bananas.
Bananas, my new nickname.
Yeah.
I love
and
this
then, like-
idea you have of
Right.
like a stripper coming up like to the Undertaker's
Right.
theme,
And then, like-
and then finally reaching the pole, and then bam, sandstorm, get
Right.
to work.
Right. So yeah. That's all I can think of is like what would my intro music be? LaRue's Bulletproof.
It's a good. Wait, is it a good song? I honestly don't remember it at this point because we're all old, and that song came out in 2003.
Sure.
How does it go?
Do you want me to sing it?
Yes.
And how much
I don't
time
know,
do we
I
have?
don't know how far back I need to sing.
We've got a painful 52 seconds left.
Here we go, Ronnie.
See if I
Don't
remember
worry,
this.
Ron. You've got plenty of time.
No, I'm just trying to. Been there, done that, messed around. I'm having fun. Don't put me down. I'll never let you sweep me off my feet.
Oh yeah, this song's a banger.
I have never.
Oh,
I don't know.
God.
It's been so
That
long.
just
since-
broke the flow so bad.
I know.
But I'm sure you can like overplay it so it sounds like you're LaRue.
I don't remember the next because it's you do the first verse and then it's like the second part of the first verse and then it goes back to like the first verse. I don't know.
I think it's a good question or a good answer though, because
Yeah.
it's
But
nice
yeah,
and upbeat
it's-
and
yeah.
it gets the adrenaline.
The chorus is like, this time, baby, I'll be bulletproof. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Have you ever been to a strip club?
No, never once.
Guess what? I'm never gonna do with you. That is
Watch-
not an
watch me
adventure we're
strip?
taking.
The whole
What?
point was that I'm the stripper.
Well, yeah, but you clearly don't have a fundamental understanding. Anyway, that's time.
That was the question I had to ask. Answer.
All right, Ron. Which is the most painful? You've got three options,
Okay.
okay? Actually, if you could put all three in order, I'd appreciate it from least to most.
Okay.
Producing this podcast,
Okay.
producing punk music for now defunct band The Jitters, or passing the kidney stone.
Okay. So I produced, I was sat in on the production of one Jitter song. Mm-hmm. It was Nitro, their single. I remember them recording it in Ryan's apartment. I think it was an apartment. Yeah, it was an apartment. You call it an apartment. And that wasn't that like they had to play it over and over again, obviously, because you got to get everything all good and whatnot. And like I didn't do anything. So I have to put that on the same tier as producing this podcast because while it's recording, I don't do anything.
You do so much to produce this podcast.
Afterwards, yes. Like it takes. I mean, in the earlier episodes when I wasn't doing as much editing, I guess you would say, it wouldn't take more than like 3 or 4 hours. As of late, the production, I assume, has gone up, just like our listenership. And I spend more time on that. But kidney stone, man, fuck, you kidding me? You're pissing a tiny rock out of your dick.
Oof.
Yeah, and you. At
I've
the
had
risk
several.
That.
Waiter, check,
Your,
please.
your love of cheese, man.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah. Saint Andre, I ate a whole wedge of Saint Andre one night, and then the next morning I woke up with a kidney stone.
Oh God.
That was the first one.
I don't know. I imagine that between producing one song where you have to listen to the same song over and over.
Oh, I would listen to the entire like any one of the Jitters songs over and over again for like a week straight if I could just never have a kidney stone again.
And then I've straight out said that you are what makes this podcast like listenable.
That's what everyone says.
Yeah.
That was actually
Tom,
me choking.
care to disagree?
No.
Good. That's the correct answer.
No.
Yeah, I think we're good on that one.
All right.
How
Well,
do
I
we
guess
do
I
for
got to
time?
actually rank them. So.
Yeah, please.
Lowest would be Jitters, then podcast, and then kidney stone would be
All right.
the most.
And
fucking
with that,
pain.
we're done.
We're better than a kidney stone.
Ronnie,
Yes.
what's your most embarrassing story?
Most embarrassing story.
One time you were just about to plot.
Reveal to us
you
your
were,
secrets.
You were just incredibly embarrassed.
See, that's the thing. It's like embarrassed. There was one time I puked in a BJ's. Is that embarrassing? I wasn't embarrassed. It just happened.
Honestly, of all the wholesale clubs that you could puke in, I'd say BJ's is fairly on like.
Like I'll tell
Yeah,
this
on
story.
point.
So I was younger, much younger. I was like maybe 10 to 11, somewhere in that range. My good friend, back in the day, parents had a station wagon with the rear facing window in the back. Like you'd sit, and then you were facing out backwards. I get motion sick very easily in cars, but that was always the seat that they fought over with their brother and then like his brother's friend when we would go to someplace like BJ's. And I was always like, hey, I don't really want to sit back here. But like it was the coveted seat, so like you had to. And so we drove like 45 minutes one nice hot summer day,
Oh, God.
where I was in the rear-facing window or seat, I guess, and I did not feel good the whole time. We got to BJ's. I stepped out like my entire world was shifted onto a different plane. Like I'm like, I know we weren't just driving around in circles for 45 minutes, but that's what my brain is telling me. I just like it was dizzy. So we finally got in, and I took like maybe 10 steps into this fucking place. There was like no one around because BJ's is huge, and I just like in the middle of the aisle just puke.
Jesus.
And like I'm a 10-year-old.
But
so
that's
it's
not
like
really embarrassing.
No, I know,
That's
like-
like circumstances.
But-
You were sitting in a seat that was such a bad idea. They straight up do not make them anymore.
I can't think of anything.
Because
I've
you're
done that's
basically
embarrassing.
saying, kid, if we get into a rear-end collision, you're dead.
Right.
Have you ever shit yourself?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but like it's not even a fun story. It's like I was driving home from
Yeah.
a party. There was no alcohol involved, and I had to poop, and I couldn't make it home in time, so I pooped in my car.
You know what, Ron? I'm glad that you pooped in your car.
Yep.
Because, like, we're coat friends.
Right.
But now knowing that everyone here has pooped involuntarily at least once in their life, that makes us poop
But,
brothers.
like,
Or
that's the
coat
th-
brothers.
th-
Yeah, you know what poop brothers
That's the thing.
do.
It like wasn't embarrassing for me because I had leather seats in my car, so like nobody knew I did it. There was no sense.
You knew.
I knew I did it, but like whatever.
All right, fair enough.
I can't embarrass myself.
Moving on to the next question. Shit, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yep.
All right. Let's see. What is one movie?
Okay.
We're back to movies, okay? But this is more germane to you. What is one movie everyone is offended that you haven't seen?
Hope floats.
I don't think
no,
that's
no,
the
it's
case.
not. So like, for the longest time, the big joke in our friend circle was that I hadn't seen Jurassic Park. That is actually, this is going to be a bombshell to a few people. I've seen that movie.
Right.
Yeah, I saw it before the joke even happened. Like, it just ended up being a joke, and I just went with it. So for the longest time, people were like, you haven't seen Jurassic Park? And I was like, yeah. I can keep up appearances with my friends. They haven't seen it. If I can own it on VHS, I can go dig it out.
All right, but what's a movie that you haven't seen? Just to give people an idea of the depths of what we're dealing with here.
I'm like trying to think of I actually just saw for the first time Titanic like
No kidding.
6 months ago.
I mean, you knew how it ended.
I did. The fucking boat just flew off into the sunset. It's crazy. Caitlin really, that's one of Caitlin's favorite movies, and she wanted to watch it. So then we watched it, and that was the first time I've ever seen it. That's a 31-year-old, I think I was at the time.
All right, let's see.
But
Yeah, help me out here.
I know. I'm trying to think. Like, what other like big movies?
Have you ever seen The Godfather?
Don Homer, I
Not
have
in
baked
one
a
sitting.
special donut just
I've
for
seen
you.
like parts of it.
What are big movies for you, Tom? Help me out.
Kindergarten Cop.
I've seen that.
We got Two Towers.
I've
It's gotta be
seen
one
that.
of the
You've
best
seen all
movies.
the Lord of the
Yep.
Rings movies.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Hobbit
Casablanca?
one. Nope, never seen Casablanca.
Okay.
Fight Club.
Seen Fight Club.
Okay.
Tom's hit movies that if we ever hit 100 subscribers, folks, we're a quarter of the way there.
Less than a quarter.
We'll get your bizarre ass shirt made over at the Greendale Mall.
I'm also like 7 of the subscribers.
Yes. And with that, we are done with that.
I am
topic.
more than
I guess
content with
Casablanca
that.
then. How's that?
That's a good one.
Scarface. I also haven't seen Scarface. I own it too on DVD.
All right, so it's a damn shame that we kind of brushed up on this topic when I asked you about your embarrassing stories, but I need your worst drinking experience. Would it be the time that you shit yourself in the
No,
car?
there was no alcohol at that
Oh,
party.
yeah, okay. Well, then
Worst,
lay it on me.
worst time with alcohol. I've had many. I think Mower was around for one of them, but that's not.
Oh, yeah.
That's not even the worst one. There was one time I was in college. I went to Framingham State College at the time. It was a college still, wasn't university yet. FSC.
Dating ourselves.
Trying to think of whatever. We would go because it's a dry campus, so you'd have to go technically off of campus to drink, which most people did Thursdays. There was one house in particular, like
Sorry.
That's
It
fine.
just made a cool noise.
I know I saw that.
Okay.
Like maybe like a 10-minute walk from campus. Like was this house that we always used to play Beirut in. There was one night that we go there and is like 4 people. It's like me, my roommate, and then like the 2 people who live there. And we're the only ones who are there. Like usually like people just show up and like we just have a good time. But like nobody was showing up. It was like literally just the 4 of us. I drank 15 Bud Lights in about an hour and a half because we were the only people playing Beirut.
Yep.
And it was like you had your 2 beers on the table plus your side beer, and then fucking just keep doing that. And I had 15 beers in an hour and a half. I don't remember much of the night, but what I was told, like I puked in my my roommate's car as he was driving me back because I couldn't even walk back, I guess. I somehow made it through security. I don't remember doing that. Oh no, we didn't go to. Oh, we went to my ex-girlfriend's place, and she was upset because I was making a lot of noise, and she lived in an apartment building with like a lot of people, and I didn't care because I was drunk. I don't remember anything on that night. I was hungover the entire day, and then like the next day for like half of it.
Tom, was that the uplifting question that you were hoping for?
I think that you nailed it.
God,
Nailed
I
it.
do not miss those days
Yeah, me neither.
at all.
Nope. No.
Ronald Rucci, based on what you've heard through media references, through other people, through anything you might have picked up, please spend the next 2 minutes telling me what is the plot of Casablanca.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Well, as far as I never took Spanish in college or high
Okay.
school, so I took French. I'm assuming Casablanca means White House in
It
Spanish.
does.
Okay, so it would have to be some sort of historical, period piece, maybe of like the formulation of the White House that we have at the Capitol building.
Okay.
I would assume it's an old movie, right?
Yes, it is.
Quite
I
old.
believe late 40s it was made.
All right, so like maybe Humphrey Bogart's in it.
That is correct.
Oh, he
Humphrey
is?
Bogart it's starring Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall.
Oh, so he must play like
Shit,
Woodrow.
is it Lauren Bacall? Don't at me.
He's Woodrow Wilson
He's Woodrow Wilson.
in this movie. And I guess it wouldn't be it would be like a 20s period piece then, right? Wilson was in the like 18.
Woodrow Wilson served from, I believe,
1916
1916 to 1920, if memory
Yeah,
serves.
so like World War I maybe is going on, but like it's not focusing on the World War or the Great
Right.
War, if you will. It's focusing on what's happening behind the Oval Office or in the Oval Office of the 1920s.
And it's Humphrey Bogart as
President.
President Woodrow Wilson.
Yep.
Now, have you ever heard of lines like, here's looking at you, kid?
Yeah. He says that he's got a framed picture of who's the fucking Archduke? Ferdinand.
Franz Ferdinand.
Ferdinand. He's got a signed picture because they were like friends before he got assassinated, which set off the Great War. He looked at it like because this whole thing happened because of that, and he's like, "Here's looking at you, kid," because he wants to make him proud.
Stunning.
Yeah.
An
And
absolutely
we are done with that.
Stunning explanation.
Was I
Possibly for the
close?
best. If you could have been any more wrong, it would have been like not even describing a movie, but a woodcut.
Cool.
You did get Humphrey Bogart, to your credit.
That's the only actor I know from that period.
That is literally the only detail you got right.
I think Cary Grant was a little later.
You must have heard some. We can't get into it.
Can't.
2
2
minutes
minutes.
are over.
Next question.
Favorite bit on the podcast?
We kind of I really liked the bit that we did that we stopped doing, where Mower would introduce the next episode, but like it was just never happening. Like it was like
It was a lie.
Mower hates roller skating,
Join us next time when Mower has an aneurysm.
Yeah.
and that never happened. It like we stopped doing it for whatever reason.
It was about as accurate as our actual plans for what the next episode
Right. I
would
mean,
be.
yeah, we would have had the same luck if we just said like this will be the next question or the next topic, and then like it just wouldn't happen. So I'm sad that we don't do that anymore. But we sort of now just exist week to week. It's like we don't know what the next topic's going to be anyway. So I guess we could theoretically just say whatever we want because it's most likely not going to happen. I guess if you're looking for one that we currently still do. Now this is like the 3rd week in a row that we haven't had mail in the mailbag. So going to the mailbag for no reason
Yeah, that was
is
pretty
also
good.
a good one.
Yeah. Whoops.
Do we still do anything you like?
No, I mean, like the mailbag isn't fun when there's mail in it.
Yeah.
And like you guys read it, and then I got to throw in whatever, and then whatever. But it's like, hey, what's in the mailbag? It's like, well, it's fucking empty. We have alienated our listenership. I don't know. Like, what other bits do we do?
What the fuck even is this?
Like the disclaimer. Like Mower does a disclaimer. Mower does an intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should let you do the disclaimer next time, Tom.
One bit I love that we do is when we're talking about how much I actually listen to the podcast. I think that was episode 4, Mower
Yeah.
Hates Spring,
Yeah.
where Mower's like, I can't believe we have like almost 200 listens. And it was like, well, it was me, but I don't want to admit it was me, but we have it on recording now. So I have to say that bit is pretty funny.
Okay.
Also, when we figured out that we had 12 YouTube subscribers, but 7 of them were us.
Right.
God
That
damn
was-
it.
that was good
That
too.
was so infuriating.
Yeah, you were the look on your face where you were just deflated.
We try our best.
All right,
Next
moving
question.
on. Let's see. Ron, if there's one thing that everybody knows about you, it's that you love Bob Fosse. But if there's another thing people
Bob
know
Fosse.
about you, it's that you really enjoy prog music, prog
Yes.
rock.
Yes, I do.
So, Ron, how prog is too prog?
That's an excellent question.
Thank you. I occasionally come up with them.
So, progressive rock in particular for me. There's all sorts of different avenues you can go down. There's like the more metal side of it. Not really into metal all that much. Sorry, Tom.
Okay.
But it's something that like for me, I enjoy like the loose definition of it, like just something that just like they try to express themselves sort of through music. It's nothing like uniform. It's just like they just go for it.
They put themselves out there.
Right. So I listen to a lot of classic progressive rock, like King Crimson, Gentle Giant, Yes, Rush. Everyone knows I like Rush. Rush isn't
Bob Fosse and Rush.
Right. Rush is typically identified as more of a rock prog band as opposed to prog rock, where they put more rock into their music as opposed to the prog. But like, if it's something that has a weird time signature or maybe a use of like a woodwind instrument in there that you wouldn't think it would belong, like I'm gonna listen to it.
But I guess my question is there a point? Is there a song that you've tried to listen to in prog that you're like, wow, that's too fucking weird. Like, I'm completely off board with this.
So Jethro Tull, noted prog band, has a song called Thick as a Brick. It's 45 minutes long. They literally recorded it to like to say fuck you to their recording company, if I'm not mistaken.
Best reason to make
it like literally like it fills the 22 and a half minutes on one side, and then you flip it over and then it goes down. I listened to it. I was like, it goes on for a little too long, but I was digging it. I would never listen to it again. I don't know. I feel like if you get to the point in making something that it has to be a certain way, like it has to be progressive because it has to have like, you know, time changes every fucking four seconds. Like, just make the music you want. You know,
we're done. That's 2 minutes.
Tom is a taskmaster on the timer.
Okay.
All right, so this question comes from Julia Moser.
Code friend.
We work
Hi,
with
Jules.
Hey,
her. Yep,
if you're listening.
She's a newly found code friend.
Code friend.
Obligatory fan of the podcast.
Right. fan of the week or month or whatever.
Congratulations on your pending marriage, by the way.
Yeah, we're all really rooting for you. We're rooting for your kids.
Yeah.
I hope each of you guys say yes.
Love will
at the
find a
appropriate
way.
times.
Anyways, she asks,
frustrating.
Ronnie, since your newly found vegetarianism, what meal do you miss the most?
Honestly, and like, I never would have thought this going into it.
Right.
I enjoyed all sorts of meats. There wasn't like, I never really liked veal, but like.
Yeah, but I've seen you tear into a lot of different.
Oh yeah, no, there was
selections.
really like, I'm not allergic to anything. Like nothing was weird, like too weird for me. I miss chicken wings the most. Fucking buffalo wings.
Yeah.
Like I thought, I was like, okay, well, you know, like maybe like steak. Like maybe I'd miss like tearing into a steak. Maybe I'd miss hamburgers. I
Right.
don't fucking care. I want buffalo wings. That's what I want. Buffalo wings, fucking side of little blue cheese, little celery stick. Like I can eat 2/3 out of that now. Want those chicken wings.
I just remember that, like, we tried to make buffalo wings at one point, which is to say you tried to make buffalo wings because we were following the hockey playoffs. And you put on the movie Slapshot.
Yep.
We watched a bunch of that.
Yep.
You burnt the buffalo wings
Sure
to
did.
a crisp.
Yep.
We tried to salvage some of them.
Yeah, not many of them were salvageable. I made another
but
batch.
The beauty of it was you left the rest. Scott Crockett, friend of the show, was living here at the time, and
Sure
he just
was.
went like, he'll have fun with them.
No, what happened was I threw the first batch away because they were bad. I made new ones, and I saved some of the new ones for Crockett and a little note in the fridge like, hey, Crockett, I made buffalo wings. Here they are. Sorry, there's not like a ton. I burned the first batch. I get a note the next day because he works weird hours, the same as me, but he sleeps weird hours, like
Right.
the complete opposite of me. With a note saying like, thanks, but I ate the trash wings.
I'm the trash man. I come out, I throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage.
It's like I saved you wings. Like you don't have to eat trash wings.
No, that's just what Scott Crockett does.
You're not a dumpster punk anymore, man.
See? And to think you missed that meat-eating life where you're just
Chicken wings.
eating shit out of the trash.
Chicken wings, man.
Yeah.
All right, that is time for that. That's a very interesting answer.
I know. Like I love ribs. I could do without ribs. I want chicken wings. Somebody get me chicken wings.
Ron, we don't have any chicken.
I know.
For you. Ron,
Go on. Next question.
What is the one thing that you would tell every person you meet to try once?
To try once?
Yeah, like something that you've enjoyed so much that you just think anyone you meet, you want to be able to recommend this.
There's many different avenues I can go down this question.
That's the beauty of it. Let's
know.
go down a few of them.
Oh, well, you said one thing, so I got to choose one.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
You don't have to yell.
It's okay.
It's
Yep.
okay.
I'm cool. I'm calm.
We okay?
Yeah, we're cool. So for me, I preach a lot about the benefits of staying hydrated. Tom's doing a very good job right now of drinking water. So like, I guess I could say something like, I would want people to experience the benefits of just drinking water for a bit. Like, that'd be pretty cool. Like, see what your body goes through if, you're not chugging down Coca-Cola. But like, that's not a fun answer.
I did go a while without Coca-Cola.
Right, and how'd that go for you?
It went well.
Yeah.
But I
And you
need the
relapsed,
caffeine
that's
right
fine.
now.
It's fine.
I need
You
it.
tried it, so like,
Ron, I
you-
have a child. I'm so fucking
Right.
sleepy all the time.
I got it, man. And it's like, what else am I into? Like musically, like there's a band out there that I think a lot of people would like. They don't necessarily adhere to like a lot of kind of indie rock type things, but the Deer Hunter is really good.
Yes,
I would want in my life for everyone to listen to at least, like the 5 acts that they put out. That's fucking really good music. But like, that's also not like a fantastic answer, because it's like, sex.
Try sex.
Try sex once.
Yep.
Fucking, I gotta tell you, man. Sex. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. That's a hot take, Ron.
Yeah, it's a good answer.
That's a
I
good
can't
one.
argue with that.
Nope.
All right.
All right.
Tom,
Are we
we'll
done on
save
time, or?
we'll save 20 seconds from like the 40 minutes we've gone over.
All right,
'cause
let's.
I'm
All right,
very
this
bad
time,
at
let me
this.
think if I can think of another rom-com.
All right. Well, that's time.
Oh,
All right.
does the Titanic count? It's not really comedy, right?
Got the
Some of those scenes, man.
Welcome to your world, pretty baby.
Right,
As like
yeah.
people are falling off the ship.
Right.
Uh,
All right, Ronnie, what's your favorite memory from work?
you're asking this man to be very nostalgic about
Yes.
Yeah. So my favorite memory about work.
things. Keeping in mind not to say work's name.
Oh,
Because
well, I mean,
they're
if I
very
do, I'm the one
litigious.
who has got to edit it out. So whatever.
Aw.
Son of a bitch.
You love it.
Mower knows the story. I was once the dairy section lead in the Framingham location of our beautiful establishment.
Uh-huh.
Our bosses change out all the time. That's just a thing that we do for some reason, as opposed to having like one store do well. Once the boss gets all set and then they go on to another place. It's fun. It makes sense. It's perfect. Wouldn't change it. I had one manager come in who I didn't like at all, didn't get along with. We'll call him Paul.
Oh, I already know where this is going.
I didn't get along with him at all. This Paul. We'll call him Paul because he rhymes with all. I decided upon myself that I was going to see how many days in a row I could go with ordering a large amount of hard-cooked eggs.
We just had these giant bags of like a dozen hard-cooked eggs.
There's like 6 or 8 in them. But like,
Whatever.
yeah. So I ordered 16 the first day. I ordered
16 cases.
16 cases. We sell a case maybe a day if we're lucky.
Just for frame of reference, how many bags are in a case? It's
like 10.
10.
They're small boxes, but
Right.
I ordered 16 the first day, 16 the second day. They went out of stock.
So far, we're up to 320 bags of hard-cooked
They
eggs.
literally went out of stock because I ordered so many, and the warehouse had no idea that somebody was going to sit there and fucking order all these eggs. A crew member that I work with now, Liz, she
Code
was running
friend,
dairy in
maybe.
another location, and she fucking remembers this event as them going out of stock because her boss at the time like gave her shit for running out of them, and she was like, "They're out of stock. There's nothing I can do about it." My manager fucking hated that I did this, but didn't tell me or acknowledge it until my review, like months after the fact. And he was like, after he gave me the review, and then afterwards he was like, we were getting up. He shook my hand because we went to Ruby Tuesdays for some reason. He was like, "I just got to ask you one thing. Like, what was up with the hard cooked eggs?" And I was like, just wanted to see if I could. And like the look on his face,
Yeah.
where it was just like, I don't know what he was expecting me to say, but that was clearly not it.
Why would you climb Everest?
Right.
Because it's there.
Right. And he looked at me and he was like, "Okay, just could you not do it again?" I'm like, "Yeah, we'll see what I can do."
All
and then
right.
I walked out. Ugh.
Last question from me, Ron.
Okay.
Explain the choices in closet design you have made. looking at the different items here, we've got some old pins. We've got a flamingo poster that we talked about in episode 1. We've got a whole bunch of items up top that I would love you to run us through.
So basically, when we decided that fateful day that we were going to do this in the fucking closet
Without me.
without you, I realized that there was room for decoration. I have a shelf up there. So the majority of the decorations are on the shelf. So I basically just ran around the house looking for random shit. And that's basically all it is. There's, my Sega Game Gear.
Yep.
I've got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figure, I believe, Bebop.
It's always
No,
stood
it's
out to me, the
Rocksteady.
311, what
Box.
I can only see part of it. Is that a concert DVD?
No, it's they did like a tour DVD type thing where they just like hung out on the bus and like talked and like they played like a couple of new songs or something, but
Hey guys, we're 311. We're going to be relevant
Right.
forever.
Right. So I have that and the second one enlarged to show detail too. I chose the first one because it's the original, and as Tom knows, you have to come original.
Original.
There's a Fez up there from a previous Halloween costume when I dressed up as the 11th Doctor.
Hello, I'm the Doctor.
The hit
Matt
sci-fi
Smith.
television show.
Not
Doctor Who.
Morocco Mole.
I know that now.
Nope, you do know that.
I know that. Doctor.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 on PlayStation. It's the greatest hits edition.
Classic.
The Stranger Things pop figure that I have for some reason.
Yeah,
Of,
so you
what's
just
her
have
face?
that. You never opened it.
Nope. You're supposed to leave them in the box, mint in the box and whatever. I got the Dungeon Master's Guide. I believe that's 3rd edition. I got that from Dave Henderson. You remember Dave Henderson?
I have memories of Dave
Yeah.
Henderson.
He gave me
yes.
all of his old D&D books. Crazy. There's a Lawbreakers flat-brimmed hat that I got for some reason. That's what that is, in case you're wondering. I got Dio's.
Yeah, I feel like
Dio's
you've
album.
added more shit here. Am I imagining?
Yeah.
that?
This is my my old actual like film used camera. You got to use film on it if you know what film is.
So you've just literally run around the house and grabbed shit.
Yeah, just go, yeah.
And we're done.
All right.
There's a Dargo action
My friend,
figure
one thing you have to learn is always
from
time
the
for beer.
television
I'm
show
sorry.
Farscape.
That's it, Ron.
There's a fedora.
Ron.
All
God,
right.
a fedora and a fez. You're lucky this house hasn't been burnt down in protest.
It's because it's all in this room. That's why this room's always cold.
Ah, there you go.
There's a portal to.
What was that?
What, the portal to blah, blah, blah? That was, first of all, you're looking at the wrong guy.
I spoke in black tongue there.
Yeah. Read a
Anyways,
fucking book, Tom.
this last question is from Trish.
Code friend.
She's a super fan.
Yep.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
Favorite childhood memory. I have a lot of those, and I will prove it by reminiscing about one of them.
Do it.
It's gonna sound cliche, but like just hanging out with my sister.
There you go.
Like, there were plenty of times where she would be playing with her Barbie dolls because she had Barbie dolls, and I would fucking just play Barbie dolls with her. I'll admit it. I don't give a shit. It happened.
Hey, man, real men wear pink.
That's what I'm saying. And I love wearing pink on Mondays. Every
Monday.
Monday. Pink shirt Monday.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
There are plenty of times that we would play Legos together. I still have my Legos.
Rock
But
on.
none of them are in here for some reason. That's a little oversight now that I think about it.
Next time, next episode.
We'll just do a Lego-themed episode.
No, I just mean you'll put a bunch of shit up
I
there.
was like, what's your favorite minifig?
You know what you'll do is I'll come to sit down in my chair and there'll just be fucking Legos all over the floor.
No, I'll make a little Lego man out of you, like what you were, as best as I can with Lego pieces, and I'll just have him sit there and be like, Mo, your seat's taken. Is there anything else? No.
Yeah.
Just hanging out with my sister.
There you go.
His favorite childhood memory?
What?
You
Oh.
weren't there. Neither
Tom,
of you were
did you
there.
forget your question?
Yeah, favorite childhood memory. Yeah, yeah.
Favorite child? I was going to, turn it around.
Favorite childhood memory? Watching 10 Things I Hate About You.
Good answer. Ron, have you managed to think of one more romantic comedy? And I'll point out before you answer, Casablanca is not a
No,
romantic
that's a
comedy.
period piece about
The
what
White
happened
House.
in the White House. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are other popular rom-coms?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. It's so easy to think of them. That's your voice.
Fuck, why am I
Nice.
having such a
Yeah.
tough time thinking
Oh.
of them? Maybe
Is
it's
it
because
hard?
someone's constantly harassing me.
I'm not doing anything.
No, fuck you, Tom.
What if
All right,
I?
come on, guys.
He was talking
we
about
can't
me.
end this podcast until we think of a total of 3 romantic comedies. Is Love Actually a comedy?
Never seen it. Doesn't.
I
Count.
don't think it is. I think it's a bunch of super serious vignettes.
I think it's a romantic comedy.
What are like Hugh Grant movies? I assume he only does romantic comedies.
Let's see. Hugh Grant. Oh, Bridget Jones' Diary.
Never seen it.
That's totally a romantic
Yeah,
comedy.
yeah,
Never,
that
never
works.
seen it.
There are like 3 of them.
Oh, never
so
seen them.
see
the trilogy.
any of them. Let's see. All right, so that's 2. Guys, if we want to have this closet, we got to think
Yeah,
about
you're
our
asking the wrong
runtime
person
here.
I Love You, Man.
I don't think that counts.
Like the guy loves Rush.
And like,
That counts.
like I Love You, Chuck and Larry doesn't count because that's
Also
a
haven't seen
fake
it.
love. There's no romance there, obviously. God, I hate that I invoke that. Wait, I Love You, Chuck and Larry. It's fine. People won't even realize that's a movie.
This is embarrassing for us.
Yeah.
I can't think of a
We're
damn
going to double
thing.
our runtime at this rate. Don't worry, guys. I'll think of something because that's my job. Runaway Bride.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
It's the one where the meme of Richard Gere being an absolute dick No, wait. I'm thinking of the wrong one. Fuck. Erase all this. Pretty Woman.
Never seen that one either.
It's where Richard Gere picks up Julia Roberts and she's a hooker.
I know of it, but I
And
haven't
like
seen it.
they fall for each other.
Oh,
and
you've got mail.
That's
You've
a-
got mail.
Yeah, that's
Haven't
romantic.
seen it.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Haven't seen that either.
There we go. What's the one where she fakes an orgasm and someone goes,
When
I'll
Harry
have
Met
what-
Sally.
When Harry Met Sally. There's
Good at
another
naming them.
one.
I haven't seen any of them though.
Yeah, but we've just named
I
a
know.
bunch.
We're good. We're good
we
to
can go now.
All right.
Ronald
Send us home.
Ritchie, thank you so much for coming. I'm shaking his
Yep.
hand. You can't see it
I
because
was
it's
gonna say-
audio
I was gonna say
media.
that, yep.
But
I was
it's
like, what are
been-
you doing?
Honestly, I appreciate you coming
The
because
visual gags in this podcast.
No, it's
fucking
not a
off.
gag.
Oh.
I can't be sincere once in this stupid fucking closet where I have slowly just been enveloped by this micro fleece blanket.
You purchased it.
Yep.
I didn't place it though.
Prove it.
Fucking goddamn it. Ron, is there anything that you want to advertise? Anything you want to put over here?
You should listen to I do a podcast with a couple of dudes called the Coat Check Podcast. You should check that out.
That again.
Legalize it.
That's the
There it is. I love it.
That's what we're all waiting for. Would he say it? Would he not say it?
Oh, God.
Does he actually listen to this thing and understand? Who knows?
Trademark.
Legalize it.
Tom, anything you want to cover before we go?
Legalize it.
You know, Ron Rucci, you are our executive producer. You are the man that makes this show listenable.
Mr.
Also,
Bananas.
In both the senses that you make it good to listen to, and also you're the one who beeps the boops and puts it up online on SoundCloud and on YouTube. So, you know, I know we've got you in the seat, but let me just say here, for the record, I don't care who I piss off. Thank you. Thank you so much for what you do.
Yeah.
Who would that
This
piss
is
off?
such a stupid podcast,
Oh,
but I appreciate so much that you enable us.
Hey,
for this
you know,
stupid
anytime.
bullshit.
It's a good listen.
I also have no idea how long this episode is because
It's
I'm not sitting in front of
probably
my
about
computer.
4.5 hours,
Perfect.
which is about the length of Casablanca. That's it for our show.
Cool.
If you want to come on the podcast, or if you have any questions for guests, or I don't know, whatever, man, you fucking figure it out. Email us. I hate the stupid podcast at gmail.com. We have to line up another guest. Want to be a guest on our show? We don't care. Come on over. Why not? Break into Ron's house. That's where we're recording. If you have some just vile, racist rhetoric to what's the word I'm looking for? Espouse?
I was gonna say that,
Why
yeah.
not? We don't have any other guests. Our calendar's open. At least it's not me doing it for once. Anyway, that's our show. Thank you so much for listening. And from all of us, because you guys don't get a say, Wait, did I already say thanks for listening?
I think so.
Yeah. Huh?
Thanks for listening! Hit the theme, Ron!
I can't. The
Ron,
computer's
run
over there.
outside.
No.
Run outside and hit the theme.
Just sing it. No, that's the beginning.
It's
the beginning. You gotta do the end part.
I love you anymore. No, it isn't. Somebody sing. Let's get out of here.
Everyone, thank you so much for listening. Good night.
Yeah, good night indeed.